around 7:30 in the morning, I had a cup of coffee and 2 slices of leftover pizza from when we went to Salvatore's. I recall that in the morning hours, I played around with various audio effects offered by Medela Productions. A plugin of some free and some trial audio effects for Audacity. The free plugins pretty much do stuff that other audio editors / voice changers can do, but the trial plugin tools are fun to mess around with. Though they didn't really get me closer in the way I wanted to my goal of having me transform an audio recording of me singing the chorus of Daisy Bell 3 times into sounding like somebody else. Yeah, we went to Dad's new house 2 times in order to drop off stuff that we got from his apartment unit. 1 time in the morning and 1 time in the afternoon. The morning trip was something around 9:30 to 11 in the morning. Because we first went to Lakeside Diner or Lakeside Family Restaurant, where we had more coffee. Because I like the taste of plain coffee, as well as a country Eggs Benedict, which is just like an Eggs Benedict, except instead of hollandaise sauce, you get country gravy. Which is different from what I'm having right now. Mom went grocery shopping at Wegmans instead of going to Wendy's and getting a couple of Southwest avocado salads. Right before she left for Russell Station Bar and Grill. Of which, by that point, it was around 6 p.m. And initially I thought about going for that karaoke night. Yeah, I managed to fall asleep within the first few hours of today, or fall asleep and wake up within that time. That's probably more likely. Despite how my sleep schedule was in the past. Yeah, but I didn't get any more sleep besides that. I was afraid that if I went to that karaoke night and stayed until 10, 11 p.m., yeah, I would end up sleeping through my chance to film today's events. Plus, there was the risk of me falling asleep and missing my turn for karaoke. Or doing that while working on a polystyrene drawing, of which I'm not entirely sure what to do next. I could either start a new project or work on something that I haven't finished yet. Both in the morning and in the afternoon, I helped Dad load up stuff into his car, which for the most part were just cardboard boxes of various stuff. It didn't really involve heavy furniture at that point, although in the morning I helped Dad rearrange the furniture in his living room in such a way that he would be satisfied with how it looked. While we were doing this around 10:40 in the morning, Dad's mom stopped by in order to give Dad a rug. Dad already had quite a few rugs throughout his new house. thanks to his mom. But this rug Dad's mom gave today was different. From what I could see, it didn't seem to have an intricate pattern. It just seemed to be mostly beige or tan throughout its entirety, both front and back. And on the sides, from what I could tell, it was all rolled up. Then I helped Dad with getting his bedroom set up. Which was involved helping him assemble the metal bed's frame and metal legs, getting the mattress box in place of the metal frame, and then putting the actual mattress on top of the mattress box. Then we arranged the furniture within his bedroom. We mostly did this prior to rearranging the furniture in the living room. But when Grandma stopped over, I helped lift up a dresser within the bedroom in order to help place a rug down on the right side of the room, to the right of the bed. And then we were pretty much done for now at that point. Throughout the day, it was overcast and cool. I personally prefer a cool day in that kind of temperature. It makes you feel better if you got a cold. Which I don't believe I had at this point, though. Lately I had been sneezing at times. You don't have to worry about overheating yourself. if you exercise outside. And it just feels nice to me. And when we got back around 11 in the morning, we stayed over for a few hours before Dad and I decided to go to his old barber so we could get haircuts. Except by that point, it was around 3:30 p.m. And the usual barber at that location wasn't there at that time. Instead, it was a different barber who used to work at a different barber shop. I went first and opted for a number 2 buzz cut. And I told him not to touch my beard, since I'm trying to go for a full beard. While he shaved my head, both me and Dad made some small talk, including me telling him about my little business making polystyrene drawings by using Sharpie markers. At the end of our visit, I showed him the pictures of the drawings on my phone. And he really liked them. To the point where I got an offer to do another polystyrene drawing of Josh Allen. He'll present it within the barbershop. With my name. I recall hearing under it. It seems like a pretty good opportunity. Back at Dad's place after the afternoon buzz cut, for me, and probably more of a sort of haircut for Dad. Dad used an electric shaver in order to trim up my beard to make it look even. And also, I think, to get rid of the patchy areas. I felt that it was a bit too much, but And in the end, it ended up taking away most of the sideburns, but for the most part, it's still intact intact pretty much. And then it was time for Dad and I to load up all of my stuff into his car, including all of the big pieces of styrofoam that were throughout the apartment unit, which for the most part were mostly put in the trunk. Thankfully at that time it wasn't raining, so no rain got on any polystyrene, which included both blank pieces and finished projects, as well as unfinished projects. And no damage came to any polystyrene drawings except maybe for blank ones while I carried them from Dad's car. To inside of Mom's house, within the living room for the most part. And even then, it was only little flakes here and there. It doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to get the last artifact for the wily raccoon. Witty raccoon. So I'm going to have to get that some other way later, if I can, hopefully. Me and Dad's barber at that old location kept calling us both Charlie at different points. And what I'm doing currently in terms of trying to make that singing voice for a prop character who sings Daisy Bell, I have my BlueStacks emulator open, and I'm currently in the process of kind of experimenting with a advertised voice changer app that I found by searching fake voice initially on my actual Android phone, but then I managed to recreate it by searching it off of the Google Play Store using the BlueStacks emulator. This actually made me go and get the actual original version of that audio file of me singing rather than the one that I made deeper using Audacity. Based on what I've seen so far, it seemed to be somewhat promising, but there's probably more work to be done. Also, for my next city expansion, I'm going to use it to move this ancient wonder away from this area, since it's where my elemental settlement is supposed to be.